Hello, and welcome back to Black Myths. Law reading. Anyway, we're up to Act 6. Act 6? Chapter 6? Yeah, whatever. We're up to the 6th one, which is the last one. This will be the last stream of this game, period. Sad day.
道祖慈悲，祸后未到，祸后未到。
I got
想走
useless.
近道的人多了
So useless.
才有了炼丹术。
Ashen Pass 1. Let's say y'all guys. Eagle Soldier. Oh, this released. It's 4. Anyway, I forgot about this. I need to just use the mouse and keyboard. Eagle Soldier. Immortals and mortals, all shrouded in haze. Trials they must pass through life's one winding maze. How many find wisdom, break free from the chain, escaping the cycles of suffering and pain. Bars. 3 men died on the same day, and their souls met in the underworld. Kneeling before the judge pointed to one soul and said, "In life you were a thief, robbing and injuring others, bullying the innocent. Now I sentence you to the mountain of knives to atone for your sins." The man wailed, "My kin burnt gold and silver paper ingots for me. They could fill 10 storerooms. If you show mercy, all that wealth is yours." The judge remained unmoved, flicked his sleeve, and had the underworld soldiers take him away. And it's like, just for that harsher punishment. The judge then pointed to the second soul and said, "You shall be reborn as a human." The soul protested, "I diligently practiced Buddhism, did many good deeds, and never harmed any living being. Why must I endure the suffering of reincarnation?" The judge replied, "The human may see 100 springs, but the grass knows only one. Being reborn as a human is already a privilege. Do you wish to be reborn as a beast?" The soul was displeased and said, "Life as a human is arduous. I practice Buddhism, and it should grant me escape." The judge snorted coldly. "Today, Bodhisattva Gaba is not here. Whether you escape or not is not up to you." He flicked his sleeve and the underworld soldiers took him away. Finally, the judge pointed to the last soul and said, "In life, you stole mind cores and made pills which harmed lives. Now I sentence you to the pool of blood to cleanse your sins before you can reincarnate." Is this too dark? Just as he was about to have the underworld soldiers take him away, a celestial captain in golden armor flashed into the hall, threw a military order on the table, and said, "He has attained profound enlightenment. This is a summons from the celestial court. The admiral has sent me to escort him to become a celestial soldier." Hearing this, the soul was overjoyed and quickly followed the celestial general out. Stole mind cores and made pills which harmed lives. Then he became a celestial soldier. Strange. And it's this guy, I guess? Eagle Soldier? Hound Soldier. Bright helm with shining armor paired. Golden spear with carvings flared. With the universe's mystic power grand, all is cleansed in the sacred land. The story continues with the soul that escaped the underworld. Now ascending to the upper realm, filled with excitement, he followed the celestial captain through alleys and corridors, eventually arriving at the armory. The captain said, "These are the true armors, unmatched in the mortal world." Then selected a set and handed it to the soul. They proceeded to the side hall, but instead of entering the main hall, they went to a side chamber where a minor official handed them a contract, instructing the soul to sign and seal it. The minor official indifferently warned, by signing this contract you agree to serve in the celestial court forever, with no chance of reincarnation. The soul, glancing around at the grandeur of the palace and the elegance of the celestial beings, signed and sealed the contract immediately. Is that a fate worse than hell? The celestial captain then led the soul to the Tushita Palace. Again, they did not enter the main hall but turned through a corridor to a massive tower at the back. Thick black smoke billowed from the top, and many soldiers were waiting outside, holding armor ready to enter. As the soul stepped inside, he felt the scorching heat. Numerous furnaces blazed with fierce flames, and a giant cauldron hung above, melting copper and iron. A Taoist boy with a fan approached, smiling. "Celestial soldier, heed my plea. Your flesh is gone, your soul must be. Bound to armor, fierce and bold, in battles fought be brave yet hold. For if you falter, heed this call, your very soul shall perish, fall." With that, the boy pushed the soul into a mold, arranging the armor pieces. Still bewildered, the soul saw a giant cauldron tilt above him, pouring boiling molten metal. His piercing screams echoed through the tower. The soul was bound to the armor, so if you destroy the armor, then the soul will shatter. It's kind of like a Full Metal Alchemist. Little brother. Anyway, Jackal Soldier. The mighty general, like thunderclouds, descends with lightning to the mortal crowds. In battles fierce, both sides contend. Life was hard and hardships transcend. The newly forged soul, having barely accustomed to his armors yet, heard that the Jade Emperor, in his fury, had dispatched 100,000 celestial soldiers to descend and subdue Yaoguais. Fearing that he was not yet skilled with his weapon, the celestial captain gave him an iron bow and instructed him to stay at the rear and shoot arrows. Descending to the mortal realm with the others, he saw banners flying and weapons gleaming. 18 celestial nets covered the mountains, and it seemed all celestial beings, be they constellation officers or admiral, had come to surround the area tight. The battle raged with relentless fury, sand and stones whirling through the air. The sky and earth darkened as dust and debris filled the universe. The newly recruited celestial soldier had barely fought when a powerful force stunned him. When he awoke, he found himself in front of a tower behind the Tushita Palace corridor. 2 Taoist boys were carrying him inside. A Taoist boy greeted him with a smile. "Luckily, your armor isn't ruined, or you couldn't be healed." As he spoke, the boy pushed him into a mold, arranging the armor pieces and poured boiling metal over him again. Alright. Emerging from the quenching pool, a lightning flash sent him back to the battlefield. Dazed and still in pain, a new soldier stood on the battlefield, unsure of which celestial deity had struck him again with a golden wave, and he found himself once more in front of the Tushita Palace Tower. After that, he was burned, drowned, and shocked, but each time his armor remained whole. Hence, he was reforged and sent back to the battlefield again. Unbearable. He grabbed a weapon from the ground, finally resolving that he could not suffer alone. Rebelling against the celestial court seemed the only way out. He had to die like 100 deaths. Captain of the court. Immortal rights bestow eternal life. A body forged in steel free from strife. Though sorrow lingers, pain remains. In cycles of rebirth, truth regains. Continuing from the previous story, the soul had been a celestial soldier for 1,000 years, and had risen through the ranks to become a captain of the court. Didn't he rebel? Despite his promotion, he felt lost and uncertain. In life, he had not attained enlightenment, and as a celestial soldier, the highest rank he could achieve was that of a captain. Many former celestial captains, in an attempt to change their fate, had fled to the mortal realm, only to be hunted down and killed, their souls dissipating with no chance of reincarnation. This time, upon hearing of upheaval at Mount Huawguo, the celestial court dispatched celestial soldiers to the mortal realm. Missing one head count, the celestial captain received orders to select a soul from the underworld. He approached the judge and saw 3 kneeling souls. He chose the one who had practiced Taoism, and brought him out of the underworld. The soul, seeing the celestial captain's gleaming armor, the cold edge of his blade, and the intricately carved shield of solid iron, was excited. The celestial captain paused and asked something he wasn't supposed to. If you come with me today, you'll have no chance of reincarnation. As a deity, the highest rank you can achieve is my position. Are you still willing to go? His soul replied, yes, I am willing. I don't know if there will be any other opportunities in reincarnation. I might go through countless cycles of rebirth only to suffer even more. Knowing that the soul would not change his mind, the celestial captain had to take him to the upper realm, and the cycle continues. Nice. I like it. Alright. Let's fight some bosses, then I'll go to Chiefs. The fuck? Wait, does he actually get hit by that too? He does. Hang on. Oh. You want to talk? Okay. Guess there's too much people fighting here.
竟是你这猴头！刚刚与那些阴兵正打杀着。
Finally done with that bullshit. Let's go deal with this motherfucker. Can't be poisoned. Oh, dang it. Line spot, nice. Got him there. Alright. Fully healed. Nice. Yeah, those bosses don't count. They're too easy. Too easy. Cool story, bro. Chain reaction. What's in here? Shittle. Alright. Alright, he'll do. Ah, jeez. There's quite a few here. I think it starts from Son of Stones. So that's A9. Alright. Son of Stones. A young stone dwelling by a mountainside from deep within, where wanderers hide, with hidden gifts that brightly gleam, pure nature's charm within its dreams. According to celestial laws, mountain deities are forbidden from leaving their designated mountains without just cause. Should they be found wandering without reason, they would be dismissed and subjected to interrogation. Before the Son of Stones had come of age, and was unable to assume the role of mountain deity, the Mother of Stones was bound to remain at Yellowwind Ridge. She had no choice but to send him alone to search for his father. Fearing for her son's safety on his return, the Mother of Stones transferred a considerable portion of her stone essence to him before allowing him to depart. Unfortunately, as soon as the Son of Stones set out, he went in the opposite direction of his father. His father headed west while he went east, eventually arriving at Mount Woggle. At first, he diligently searched every mountain he came upon for signs of his father. Should he find none, he would proceed to the next. Yet the charm and fascination of Mount Woggle enticed him to stay. If queried about his greatest delight, it would certainly be the cricket known as Fangtail General. Daily, he would sit upon that mountain, watching the cricket soaring leaps and thudding landings, applauding with great pleasure. Gradually, he forgot entirely about his quest to find his father. Got distracted, my god. Poison Chief. Together, we roamed the world's far end. We shared hardships, our spirits blend. With harmony, our bond grows tight. Though rootless, we thrive in the light. From the peak of Mount Woggle, struck by a celestial axe, many rocks and trees tumbled down. Among them was a cliff rock that had absorbed the essence of the universe for countless years. The axe's blow liberated it from its burdens, granting it the potential to turn into something sentient. Alongside this rock fell a crooked tree, severed in half with broken roots and branches, appearing on the brink of death. The tree implored the cliff rock. We once occupied the same place. Now, I am nearing death. Please help me. The rock, perplexed, responded, I am but a mere rock. How could I offer you aid? The tree explained, you possess spiritual potential. If you allow me to anchor my roots in your body for a few days, I might yet survive. The rock, mindful of its reputation, reluctantly consented. The tree entwined its ancient roots around the rock, securing itself firmly. When the rock expressed discomfort, the tree replied, I am heavy and must bind tightly to prevent my fall. Months passed, and the tree's vines and roots had deeply embedded themselves into various parts of the rock. The rock, enduring great pain, attempted to dislodge the tree with all its strength, but it felt as though it was being torn apart. The roots had merged with the rock, making separation impossible. Consumed by anger, the rock cursed the tree daily, and both harbored mutual resentment. Eventually, the crooked tree, now infused with the rock's spiritual essence, began to emit toxins and prey upon living creatures. This newfound power brought a strange harmony between them. Alas, how unexpected it is to witness a relationship once fraught with conflict transform into one of mutual benefit. Might learn to love each other? Water Wood Beast. Fortune or misfortune, hard to foresee. Blaming heaven and earth, yet still bound to be. Better to find joy in simple ways, ride the waves and await brighter days. Long ago there stood a camphor tree that had grown for 1,000 years, its branches lush and verdant. One day, a natural disaster uprooted it, casting it into a river. Due to its immense size and weight, the narrow river could not bear the camphor tree, leaving it stranded. A few days later, the villagers planned to drag it away for lumber. Unexpectedly, the camphor tree began to stir, transforming into a colossal, four-legged wooden beast that lurked in the water. A hippo? From that time on, any craftsman with ill intentions who approached would be hurled into the water by the beast, striking fear into their hearts. However, when children came to play in the river, it never frightened them. Instead, it would occasionally use its wooden branches to rescue those in danger of drowning. Over time, the villagers grew accustomed to its presence and named it the Waterwood Beast. One year, a wandering Taoist passed through the area and heard about the Waterwood Beast. He called out from the riverbank, "Are you not weary of being confined here? There are many of your kind elsewhere. You should consider leaving." The Waterwood Beast remained unmoved, and 2 more years passed. Then, during a season of relentless heavy rain, the river's water level rose ever higher. The Waterwood Beast repeatedly battered against the riverbank, causing the villagers to flee to a neighboring village in fear. That night, the upstream river bank gave way, flooding the downstream village. When the floodwaters finally receded, the villagers returned to find the Waterwood Beast had vanished from the river bend. I got flushed out of his home. His temporary home. Jiao Lung of Waves. Green claws like steel, a crimson maw. Breath turns rain and wind with awe. Leaping waves, white crests arise. In the tide's life fate lies. Ancient texts record that the Jiao is a divine creature of the waters, capable of commanding fish to fly. When in water, it retains its divine nature. When in water, it retains its divine nature. When out of water, it loses its divinity. In the village of Chen, there was a fisherman who, upon hearing Sun Wukong's tale of dismantling the Ling'an temple, learned of Jiao that could command the fish in the river. Inspired, the fisherman wished to acquire the Jiao's skills, hoping to make the fish leap into its nets, thus saving everyone much labor. One day while out fishing, dark clouds gathered in the sky. Soon a fierce storm erupted, unleashing torrential rain and violent waves. His fishing boat was overturned by the waves, disappearing without a trace in the blink of an eye. By a stroke of fate, as he sank to the riverbed, he encountered the Jiao deity patrolling the river and was saved. The fisherman pleaded earnestly for the deity to teach him some skills. Moved by his compassion, the Jiao deity taught him some practices of water beings. I was about to say waterbending. Several days passed without the fisherman's return. Everyone assumed he had drowned in the storm. They prepared a simple coffin and planned to erect a cenotaph in his memory. On the day of the funeral, a downpour ensued, and a large Jiao emerged from the river. It swept its long tail, bringing many fish ashore. The villagers rushed to the riverbank and saw the Jiao transform into the fisherman, walking out of the river. They were both astonished and overjoyed. However, after returning home, the fisherman soon felt his spirit weary and only regained his vitality when he returned to the water. It was then that everyone realized he could no longer live on land. Indeed, a few days later, the fisherman leaped into the waves and disappeared into the water, never to be seen again. He turned into a Jiao. Was that a blessing or was it a curse? Lang Bobo. I'll read this and then I'll find a few more bosses. In Fairy Mountains, Fate decides my stay. By nature's flow I turn to stone each day, seeking truth with purpose, unaware of the length. With steadfast heart I carve my path, my strength. Long ago there was a Taoist who dedicated his life to capturing Yaoguais. During one encounter with a frogguai, he traveled far and wide, seeking their traces. Along the way he gained many opportunities and became a highly skilled Taoist. He also came to understand that all beings had their own ways of survival, and were no longer obsessed over capturing Yaoguais. Instead, he grew curious about their lives. One day, as he passed by Mount Wagor, he was captivated by the beautiful scenery, and decided to release the tadpole that had accompanied him on his journey back into the mountain stream, i.e. the one he had in his gourd. Unexpectedly, as soon as he let the little frogguai go, several bolts of lightning struck down, revealing a group of armored celestial soldiers. The Taoist thought he had caused some trouble and was about to apologize when the celestial soldiers attacked him without a word. He quickly drew his sword to defend himself, but was gradually overwhelmed by their numbers. Just as he was about to be seriously injured, a large stone frog leapt from the riverbank. Unafraid of the flashing blades and even the lightning summoned by the soldiers, the stone frog helped the Taoist fend off his opponents. The Taoist approached the riverbank and realized that the little frogguai he had released had brought the stone frog to rescue him. He was deeply grateful. From that day on, the Taoist no longer aspired to become immortal. Instead, he frequently visited the frogguais, asking them for tadpoles to release into various beautiful mountains and rivers. People began to call him the Frog Immortal. I thought he became the frog, but no. Just became a frog immortal. Releasing frogs into beautiful ponds. I can see his head poking out. That did not hurt him at all. Beating that ass. Beating that ass. Beating that ass. What do you think? I broke it. I broke the corpse. It's cool. Didn't know he had an alternate form. Bam! But that was interesting. Oh, god damn it. That son of a bitch. So you can actually make that boss harder. I did not actually know that. That's very cool. I'm coming to save you, Ping Ping. I mean, Red Boy. See, I can survive that fall. Let's try it. Oh, that hurt. hold this for a second. That didn't do anything. Oh, good place to be. Oh, bam! Oh, I don't think you can get burned either. Oh, it's breathing fire. Oh, bam! He knocked me out of the sky. You little bitch. Can't believe I dodged that. Oh, he was actually able to knock me back. Hold this. Oh, my health. So fucking loud. Not again. Little bitch. Hmm. 15 sparks, huh? Maybe I should spend it. Self-advance. 4 banes, resistance. Reduce the duration. Defense, stamina recovery rate. Make some stamina. Stamina recovery rate, yeah. Yeah, now I can spin for way longer. How you doing? Now I wonder if my smash stance will actually yeah, whatever. Dude, I guess not. This guy breathing on me. Ah, so it does knock her around. Now I'm dying. Well, now a little confess. Let me just line it up. Stop moving, buddy. It's lined up. Will ya? Yes. Knocked him out of the sky.
好看，好看得很。
He recovers a bit too quickly. I need to smack you guys' head.
后头还要当心呢。
Oh yeah, I could use that to actually knock him out of the sky, right? Nope. I was gonna play towards me. Alright, you motherfucker. Take this. Oh, just missed. Bam! Bam! Oh, it's not good to be you today. I'm gonna try and get rid of this guy first. Completely missed. And get a bit more charge. Unfortunately, I couldn't take out this guy first. I guess I hit the other guy too much. It's a shame. Now well, the other new game, I guess.
那位朱长老跟你说了什么悄悄话？我且不计较从前血债，他倒好，竟还有如此大的敌意。这山里山外到处都是哥哥的手下，猴哥哥务必跟紧我。从前，哥哥常与我在这山间玩耍，那六剑将还会逗我们开心。此处有洞能过，我先行，猴哥哥径自往前出去。
Man, to think a red boy has to pretend to be Ping Ping all this time. Wouldn't that be humiliating for him? Come back over here, Ping Ping. I mean, red boy.
是父亲的声音，他就在那儿。
Oh my god, look at that go. I can't survive that fall. That's too far away.
我想起来，旁边不远的地境，另有一位高人居住。据说以前也是母亲的故里。如能再请他出山，与我们一同劝说母亲，借出芭蕉山的机会，就能再大点。我随时不为。
Take that Raksha. Earth Raksha. Rakshasa. Yeah, I'll fight the next boss and then yeah. I'll read the next bit. Should be pretty simple. Can you leave me alone? I remember this death run. In truth, I should have put on the mantle of fireproofing, the fire mantle. Kosaya. Imagine, I really like my
来了，
错了，差得远了。
crit rate and crit damage.
没错，带我猴子一样。
大王是大王，大王不是猴子。
这个都是麻烦。
Just this one ended up being quite a death run. summon.
地板着他！来喽！
Just had to knock me one more time.
看看咱们的配子！别抢我的风头！ 啃一口！我听见他！别走！三下四下五下！滚蛋！
No, good dang it.
把你个头没用！
No, I'm dead. Never mind.
我打，我打，找
看看咱们的配子！别抢我的风！这个地板着他！
Take that, you little bitch. They killed me pretty early on. Dangerous duo, though. Corpse run was very bad. They should have put a shrine closer here. Rakshasa Palace. Maybe it's better if I just go up there, right? It's a faster way. Surely. Hey, buddy. That's interesting. Yeah, I won't bother to rest.
这脚镣虫儿得收好，道士自有用处。
不好生陪着你的哥哥来这里，可是母亲的芭蕉扇去救父王。救火焰山这场劫，一柄扇子，怕是救不了。母亲，女儿求求你了，再这么拖下去，哥哥的凶性一发，父王怕是必死无疑啊！
你是当真关心那放荡老牛？别以为做娘的不知你那点小心思。难保不是盼望我们都气死了，好与你哥哥在这山中逍遥快活。
母亲冤枉！若不是心忧父王安危，我何苦找到上仙一起来这里央求？
狐狸精就是狐狸精，我看你只想骗去芭蕉扇，做个人情献给聂儿。
我是父王的亲生骨肉，承蒙母亲不弃，才得以苟活至今。哥哥待我再好，又怎比得上双亲的天恩呢？
扇子的事。
You know, I said the same thing. Words from Cunning Fox.
神职，你也到了，正好正好，与叔叔一起会会这坏了钢城的滥淫贱货，灭除。
这么多年了，还侥幸难移。我这兜率宫的无根水一旦落了地，看你还如何放肆
From Tushita. Tushita Palace.
曾经我助你等西行，今日不妨再送一程。
He's trying to touch me. them get poisoned. Get them balls. Sit down.
先生，这道口我只会，你自行把它拿住。老君要对聪明一笑，不能使时来为道。臣遵说了你。
You telling me that didn't hit him? Yeah, same for the other guys. He attacks him using a constellation. Oh, I got grabbed. Fighting her. I mean her.
尔等开开眼！ 保住正好。
I'll explode the bubbles in the air. Blade wave, or ink wave in this case. I was saying, was he not able to hit me?
硬来不得，还是拿出毅力。老光棍儿。
Summon your fish. Doesn't seem like it can be poisoned. Summoning fucking landmines. Summon this. What kind of burn? Oh, just missed. You're just seeing the flames. Oops.
身世之谜已揭，红孩儿是不会善罢甘休的。你眼里这地府天幡， 不过是人家案板上一碗冷饭。
Let's say Brian. I'm not sure what to say happy about, but whatever. Oh, come on, it already exploded. This is weakness. His rear wheel. Until it turns around, of course. That's a awful timing. Oh well. Motherfucker. That's his shit. There you go. I guess I didn't talk to the Pale X Stalwart that much, because he would have been here helping me. And whatever. I wonder, because I haven't talked to him about like Star Wars, will he not die? I wonder. And I wonder if that's the same with Horsebro. Oops. Alright, let's fight ya. Let's do it. I'm trying to run away, but I couldn't. Doesn't seem like you can get poisoned. I'm Hatman now. I'm so slow. Okay. Let's read the next entry. Kings. No? Is it Chief still? Yeah, it is. I'm up to Gold Armored Rhino. Got a bit carried away with killing bosses. Alright. Gold Armored Rhino. With thunderous horns and armor of gold so bright, one can charge forth, the ground quaking with might. A form of strength, no evil dares draw near, an unyielding heart, forever held dear. It was well known that Sun Wukong, after being tempered in Lord Lao's furnace, acquired a heart of gold, lungs of silver, a head of copper, and an iron body. Yet what many might not realize is that even his seemingly invulnerable body still could feel pain when injured. He was pinned beneath the mountain for 500 years, with no visits from his underlings, sustained only by the mountain deities and keepers who provided him with iron pellets and molten copper. He suffered injuries from the Samadhi wind at Yellowwind Ridge, was trapped in the transforming gourd of the Gold and Silver Horn Brothers at Flat Top Mountain, scorched unconscious by the Samadhi fire at Withered Pine Stream, beheaded in the kingdom of Chechi, stung on the head by the Scorpion Guai in Pipa Cave, imprisoned within the Golden Symbol in the New West, captured in the Golden Light Trap of the Temple of Yellow Flowers, had his heart gouged out in the kingdom of Biku, and endured the tightening headband curse numerous times, each instance squeezing his head until it almost resembled a gourd. Oh boy. Through bodily harm and mental torment, only he could guide the rest of the journeyers of the foot of Mount Lingshan. If the golden armored rhino was truly transformed from the great sage's golden armor, as they say, they indeed mirrored the great sage's indomitable spirit, never yielding to defeat. Even if its horn was shattered, it never lost the resolve to charge into battle, standing resolute and ready to fight anew. Cloud-treading deer. The wind uplifts the noble high, while low clouds mark the flesh to die. Halt steps in azure skies, or roam where earth's filth lies. When Sun Wukong was learning the arts at Mount Lingtai, Patriarch Bodhi not only taught him the 72 transformations, but also imparted the somersault cloud technique. From then on, Wukong's body became invulnerable, and his movements agile. However, when he showed off his skills in front of others, the Patriarch foresaw that his lack of patience would lead to trouble. Immortals often say that Sun Wukong was at his most mischievous and ruthless when he was the Monkey King. Yet during that time, aside from his battles with the Celestial Court, he rarely harmed other beings. It was only after he became a disciple, following his master and gaining direction, that he developed many thunderous methods: stealing, robbing, kidnapping, killing, arson, and destroying mountains and caves. All became second nature to him. So he became more evil when he worked for the Celestial Court. This cloud-treading deer is said to be transformed from the Sun Wukong's Lotus Silk Cloud Treaders. It reflects his free-spirited and agile nature, but also harbors his inherent ferocity. Once he falls behind, his true nature is revealed, and he can no longer maintain his carefree facade. Fangtail General. Fiery tails upon its forehead, preying by the mountainside. The skilled one shuns the walls it dreads. The unskilled roars with reckless pride. The sage stone monkey, with his inherent wisdom, learned the ways of human manners and speech during his travels across various realms, and later achieved mastery of the Tao. At Mount Lingtai, setting aside his natural endowments, let's now examine his later pursuits in enlightenment. When he left in a huff at Yingqiu Stream, the old Lung King reasoned with him, and he returned to admit his mistakes. He abandoned arbitrary actions and always heeded sound advice. They forged brotherly bonds with Yaoguais, engaged in jest with mortals, and exchanged banter with bodhisattvas. His amiable nature endeared him to all, who were ever willing to offer their assistance. He had a sense of decorum and propriety. He had the ability to summon wind and rain, and could seek out lungs. He could transform into guais for scouting or borrow vessels when needed. In times of trouble, he sought the aid of higher beings, seldom relying on brute force. This Fangtail General, with multiple eyes on its head, had a keen understanding of both himself and his enemies. He was adept at leaping and dodging, avoiding powerful foes whenever possible, and displayed a touch of the monkey's cleverness. It's no wonder that the crown on the monkey's head grasped his nimble thoughts so well. Emerald-armed mantis, with ruby eyes and jade adorned, wielding its blades fierce and scorned. When justice falters to show, an iron fist will strike the blow. Tang Monk often advocated for kindness, while Sun Wukong was known for his punishment of evil. At Queen Wu, Wolf's abode, upon learning of the princess's suffering and her reluctance to leave due to her feelings for the Yaoguai children bore for him, Sun Wukong ordered Bajie to throw the Yaoguai's children from the height, reducing them to 2 lumps of flesh. At Old Yang's house, after learning of the unfilial deeds of the old couple's son, and seeing how they indulged him for the sake of incense offerings, he proceeded to behead the son despite Old Yang's pleas. Sun Wukong's nature was to show no mercy to villains and evildoers. He delighted in eradicating evils and Yaoguais. the numerous blood debts on the journey to the west. Though each had its reasons, were mostly attributed to the monkey. The world knew of the other 3 pieces of armor, but they were unaware that the mantis was actually transformed from the Great Sage's gauntlet. It seems the gauntlet inherited by the Great Sage's ruthlessness, for it played tricks on Jubajir with the same cunning. Ooh. Can't make that. It's too fast. Except I'm faster. Come on, you run. Woo. Wait, what? I think it counted me as getting hit by the ball. I didn't get hit by the ball. Whatever. Run away! Nice. Too much of a hesitation. And did the ball shrink afterwards? I don't think I can still make it there. I'm like right in between. Okay, right now. Flame meteor.
猴哥哥，快来快来，我在这里。猪八戒皮糙肉厚，死不掉的。猴哥哥，先随我一起去救夫妻小姐。
Now we should treat that as the boss because the next fight is Red Boy. So I'll read Yaoguai Kings. Actually, I'll be right back. All right. Right, there's only one entry. Right. Giant Shigandan. On stone peaks, a divine birth is found. Yet its jewel hearts keep wisdom bound. To shake the sky and earth seems light, but only with schemes known does fortune take flight. In Mount Huago, after the birth of the sage stone monkey, the remaining celestial stone continued to absorb the essence of the sun and moon for 1,000 years. Through self-cultivation, he eventually transformed into a Yaoguai as large as a mountain. This celestial stone originally possessed boundless divine power. However, not long after its transformation, someone planted a fleshy Buddha head on it. What? Since the emergence of this fleshy Buddha head had constantly absorbed the will from the celestial stone's body. The celestial stone's spirit grew weary and had to burrow into the ground, absorbing the pure essence of the earth to replenish itself. Over time, it drained the surrounding mountains of their will, causing flowers to wither, leaves to fall, and all living beings to perish. Meanwhile, the fleshy Buddha head, nourished by the celestial stone, almost became the master of the stone body. Fully energized, it began to develop the skandha of consciousness within. If it were to complete the other 4 skandhas, who knows how atrocious this celestial stone guire would become. Alas, this celestial stone, nurtured by the universe, ended up serving as a mere vessel for the parasitic fleshy Buddha head. Perhaps this is what people often refer to as fate and destiny. Who the fuck planted it there? Anyway. Lost his characters. Oh my god, that's just one entry. I forgot all about that.
父亲，父亲，天命人我带来了，趁着哥哥不在，父亲可把那东西。
Alright, Red Boy, let's fight.
一番。不过，眼下先把你们2个好兄弟烧成灰葬在一起，闲情雅致，时候多的是。
I have my own flames too. What's he doing? I wonder if I can block him like this. No. Just really need to cough there. Oh. Can I block this? No. A lot of sparks. There's a lot of fireworks. Just watch. What is he doing? That's too funny. What was that? Yep, we're going again. Yep. It's just violent. I can't get out. No, not gonna fight. Oh yeah, essentially I had great time for. Oh well.
行家法，就是他。
Yeah.
这里风俗不好，咱还得自卫。连胜！
I just noticed the second one. Can I block these? Oh, I can.
瞧好了，也是你等来的废物！何处来？
This one's a bit more dangerous. I can't be poisoned. Very nice. I'm in the nuts. Oh, come on. How is that wrong?
连胜！
Where'd Piggy go? Back to my circle. Oh no. Come back, baby. I'm just walking towards me. Now 3 health bars. You had no chance.
你这死！
夜叉必定是8部战力之首，纵然铁打的筋骨死个百十回也合情理。可那小鱼儿、小车子，为何也打得这般狼狈？风风火火，云里雾里，你所见即是你所愿。若不是心神不安，怎会被自作聪明的孩儿所骗？急之亦不暇，缓之或自明。下次没了悟能，你还能悟空吗？
If Wukong was not even in the story. I mean, Bajie, not Wukong. I don't think Wukong's plan would have succeeded if Bajie wasn't around. Unfinished. Alright, we hit the first shrine, then we'll start reading about characters. And there's plenty of bosses here, so it should be fine.
咱们按他吩咐把5根收归来，只待他拿出第6根，齐了。
Why didn't he just give me this?
猫脚头的亡人，哎，你瞧你瞧，我就知那老东西定是藏了什么话没讲，不然那群天上的老爷们怎的又来这山中做号了
？Time to go get reforged, guys.
我老子这辈子最嫌这些带着铁面的狗了。天蓬元帅，现在放他！
I am the storm that is approaching. What the fuck? What's hitting me? Oh, it's this guy. 'Budge is roasting me about the timing of the rock solid. That's good. Keep up. Wait, what? Wait, did he just leave? What can I buy anyway? Mine cores, might as well. Those are worth it. I wonder how many characters I can read about. Oh yeah, I gotta activate my relic. Not this one. Stomach cost to charge heavy attacks, suppose. 4 Bane's resistance. Ah, hell yeah. I hate getting poisoned. And on fire and basically everything. Oh shit, I'm supposed to go into journal. Characters. From Supreme Celestial Inspector all the way to Yuan Shoucheng. I finally get to learn who that guy is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. I'll do 4 entries per boss. Yeah, maybe. Supreme Celestial Inspector. The mighty inspector, the Emperor's guard so grand, rides fiery wheels at the celestial gate to stand, upholding justice silent and stern. With one steel whip the souls burn. In the celestial court it was well-known fact among gods and Buddhas that Taiyi Thunderclap Supreme, also known as Supreme Inspector, was the Jade Emperor's most loyal enforcer. It's technically his right-hand man, even though it's a left hand. If his gaze was fixed upon someone, it spelled certain doom. Admiral Tianping, who was cast down to become a pig, served as a prime example. Oh, so they have beef. Okay. Once a prominent rising star, he vanished without a trace after the Supreme Inspector reported him. Reported him? Initially, the Supreme Inspector did not have his current peculiar appearance. Though not as handsome as Tianping, he was least presentable. You mean he never was a hand? Later, the Jade Emperor, in appreciation of Inspector's impartial enforcement of his decrees, transformed the Inspector's head into the shape of his right hand. Oh, so it is a right hand. Symbolizing that when the Inspector was present, it was as if the Jade Emperor himself was there. Man, he's gotta be real grateful of that. When deities encountered the Inspector, they respectfully greeted him, and then quickly distanced themselves. They dared not engage in any high-spirited discussions in his presence, fearing that any mistake might be caught and reported. As a snitch. Although the Inspector had no close companions, he did have some interactions with an old god of very high rank in the Celestial Court, aside from the Jade Emperor. Some immortals said that since the Inspector willingly took on such a significant role, he deserved to enjoy this solitude. Every advantage came with a disadvantage. Well, true, yeah. Others argued that the Inspector accepted this unappealing position precisely because he preferred not to socialize, finding himself perfectly at ease and content in his role. Opinions were divided, and no consensus was reached. As for what the Inspector truly thought, no one knew. Well, he can't think anymore, he's a hand in. He is a hand now. He literally can't think, he has no brain. Mandrill Chief. Oh, it's the burb. Burb? Is it a burb? No. It's a croc. Anyway, moving on. A heart carrying with dreams unclear, she left the mountain, ventured far and near. Seeking the 5 skandhas, found naught. True wisdom lies in letting go, she is taught. Oh, it's the baboon, the monkey. It's a she? The Tripitaka scriptures depict the mandrill as possessing extraordinary abilities, capable of grasping the sun and moon, shrinking mountains, discerning fortunes, and manipulating the universe with its power. In Mount Huaguo, a day unlike any other unfolded. The mandrill chief was leaping through the mountains when she suddenly saw the celestial stone on the mountaintop explode, producing a stone egg. As the wind blew over it, the stone egg transformed into a stone monkey. The mandrill chief approached to observe, and the monkey began to mimic, learning to crawl and walk. Subsequently, the stone monkey bowed to the 4 directions, and its eyes emitted 2 beams of golden light that shot up to the celestial palace. Delighted, the mandrill chief brought the stone monkey into the forest to meet the other monkeys. This extraordinary stone monkey soon proved its worth, and after a series of contests, became the king of the monkeys, earning the title Handsome Monkey King. For 300 to 500 years, the Monkey King led the monkeys in carefree joy. One day he began to worry about life and death. The mandrill chief advised the Monkey King to go out and seek the Tao. After the Monkey King returned, he rewarded the mandrill chief by appointing her as a general. Later, the Monkey King was titled the Great Sage, became a celestial official, caused havoc in the celestial palace, was subdued and imprisoned under a mountain, became a monk, achieved enlightenment, and finally became a Buddha. After several rises and falls, he ultimately returned to the mountain and transformed back into a stone. What? One day, an immortal appeared in the dream to the mandrill chief, telling her that all 5 skandhas are empty and can transcend all suffering. The immortal explained that if she could visit all the sacred places and temples in the world, gather the essences of the 5 skandhas, and make the 5 skandhas pill, she might be able to awaken the stone and restore its divine spirit. Thus she traveled across the 3 realms and 4 lands, searching for ingredients to make the pill, until she encountered a monkey that looked exactly like the Monkey King. So, you know about IGN saying that they need more diversity? The monkey you encounter in chapter 1 is actually a female. Yep, so, yeah. Yin Tiger. Wind fans the flames, the hammer strikes, swords dance, blades sweep the dust aside. With iron will one finds their way. Between stillness and motion, greatness will stay. In the hall of Yuanchen, Yin Tiger stood before the anvil, hammering away. Several young Taoist apprentices surrounded him, fanning the flames and adding wood and charcoal to the fire. Suddenly the hall doors were kicked open, and the gatekeeper boy chased in with the great sage. Yin Tiger signaled to the apprentices with a glance, and they quickly left. The great sage approached the anvil, threw a set of armor on the ground, and placed one foot on the edge of the anvil, laughing. Brother Tiger, this armor those immortals granted me doesn't suit me at all. Why don't you better it for me? I trust your craftsmanship. Yin Tiger glanced at the great sage's cloud treaders and said, You come to ask for my help with such disrespect? Your foot. The great sage, with a cheeky smile on his face, lowered his foot and said, I care nothing about those grand rules above. We've known each other for ages. Why bother with manners? Yin Tiger didn't respond. The great sage grabbed a large cleaver the tiger had been hammering, tested its weight, and shook his head. Too light. That is, it doesn't suit you. Only then did Yin Tiger pick up the armor from the ground, examine it, and say, Your gold armor is excellent. Why bother with this scrap metal? The great sage leaped onto the tiger's large chair and laughed. That's why I brought it here. You don't really have to waste your hammering on it. If anyone asks, just say you're working on it. Yin Tiger refused. Take it back. I won't play along with your act. Great Sage wasn't offended. He untied the precious gold from his waist and said, Actually, I came to drink. Go call everyone. Remember to invite my good brother Shin Monkey and bring some of his homemade wine. To drink mine, you guys got to offer something too. Later, the great sage drank and reveled with everyone in the hall of Yuanchen, till he was hammered and had to be escorted back by celestial officials. After he left, Yin Tiger noticed that the armor was still lying beside his anvil. Well then, he would have to return it to him another day. It still has the armor? It's just dumping junk on him. Chen Long. Craving fortune's smile, but met with bitter strife, toiling by dark waters in a grumpy life. In that realm of paint, the last hopes retreat. The green one brought him sweetness, a long-awaited treat. A scroll lay spread out on the desk, surrounded by 4 figures. A skinny monkey, a mangy dog, an old loon, and a fierce tiger. The old loon asked, The sacred divinity sent us such a treasure. Do you know his intent? The skinny monkey laughed strangely. I don't know. Maybe it's meant to be hung up for decoration. If you don't want it, I'll trade it for wine. The mangy dog, holding a palm fan, paced around the desk twice and said, We were banished to the immortal realm because of the great sage's affair. Undoubtedly, it must be related to this. However, his voice trailed off, unsure how to proceed. The fierce tiger, frustrated by the dog's hesitation, asked, Do you mean to say, is he here to help or to harm? The mangy dog fanned himself and retorted, Such profound matters cannot be spoken of so crudely. The old loon asked, What's on your mind? The skinny monkey lounged in his seat and said, Not to help, not to help. I'm just a drunkard. What good can I do to earn some wine money? The rest is none of my concern. With that, he closed his eyes and pretended to sleep, saying no more. The fierce tiger chuckled and added, I only know how to smith. If someone comes seeking my help, I assist them, and that's all. The mangy dog, growing anxious, exclaimed, Why are you all cowering in fear? We used to act justly. Look at us now. If things could possibly get any worse, I will lend my aid. The old loon quickly intervened. Brother, patience. We understand your intentions, we need a plan. So if the sacred divinity reprimand us, we have a response. He paused, and the other three nodded in agreement. He continued, since we are of the same plan, let's proceed accordingly. Each of us should prepare and set off on the appointed day. So it's all their plan to help the Monkey King. And they need an excuse for the sacred divinity to not smite them, reprimand them. Anyway, let's get rid of the sacred divinity.
手段，你今日就该死了！
Supreme Inspector. Yes, being seen better days. Man, what a bastard. it begins. Get poisoned. Probably. It's over. Bam. Yeah, it's a lot easier to defeat if you have the fan. Take this, you snitch. I think I just ripped his head off. I mean, ripped his hand off.
造化造化，是师兄的筋斗云嘞！我正愁该如何捞你，不期这云倒是乖滑，想是他在这山间云雾里躲藏了多年，感应到你的五根，记起救主人，恰巧救你一命。他既认得你，倒不如先使唤使唤他。我虽能化风，可驮不动你的肉骨凡胎。天兵天将来了这许多，山里定有大事发生，我们且去瞧瞧。
Not sure why I was going for that one first, but whatever. I treat it like the first time I've had it. Whoops. Don't really need to rest, but whatever. Alright, let's read the rest. Well, not the rest, but you know. Shen Monkey to Maitreya. Shen Monkey. Bottom up, the jade nectar. A celestial brew. In the jar, the fresh wine sparkles anew. In worldly glamour, he wishes to stay drunk, forgetting homeland, foreign lands amok. In Chang'an City stood the temple of the Wild Goose Pagoda. Not far from its gates lived a diligent temple goer named Hao De Sheng. One day De Sheng dozed off as he sat at ease at home. In his dream he found himself at the temple gate. 4 figures approached, a monkey, a dog, a loon, and a tiger, all deep in talk. He heard the tiger ask, "Where do you plan to take that thing?" The loon shook his head. "Fret not. I hear they've all returned to their caves. We need but make our way to each place and wait. Our meeting is sure." The dog then inquired, "May I ask, friends, where are you all off to?" The monkey replied, "I'm not fond of the sun, rain, or chill wind. For drinking, I shall seek out a lush and lovely spot." The loon stretched his neck. "I need to dwell by the water. If your place has a water view, we might dwell near." The monkey waved him off. "I've seen that ugly muck of yours for all my long years. Better we live far and distant from each other." The loon paid him no heed and asked the dog, "And you, young one, what plans do you have? Perhaps we can—" The dog said, No, the time isn't ripe. It's still too early. I'd rather head to the mortal world and have myself some experiences first." "Huh, experiences," scoffed the tiger. "You just yearn the hunt for rare herbs to play with your furnace." A dog flushed, but before he could retort, the monkey turned to the tiger and, "You? What's your plan?" The tiger thumped his chest. "Oh God, the village." Seeing his friends had made their choices, the old loon said, "Well then, we don't need to travel together. Here's where we part ways, each to seek our path. When I meet that one, I'll gather you all again." With that, the 4 parted. The Sheng heard a thunderclap and woke with a start. The dream had already faded from his mind. Hao De Sheng. Is he a person of note? Probably. Sudog. No divine arts, no meditation's trance. With a palm fan he nurtures his pills dance. A sincere heart, the medicine he seeks, bored by human woes and worldly techniques. At the eastern end of Qingsu Alley stood a modest Taoist temple, home to a solitary Taoist. This Taoist professed to have discovered the ancient formula for an immortality pill from the sea, earning him a reputation as a miraculous healer. The Taoist pills, when taken by the sick, showed no significant improvement, and when taken by the healthy, had no noticeable effect. If anyone inquired about the efficacy, it would calmly explain, "There is no such thing as a wondrous cure or pill that can bring the dead back to life. True health arises from the harmony and smooth flow of one's essence, vigor, and spirit." Consequently, people began to doubt the Taoist's skills, leading to his temple being sparsely visited and few seeking his medical assistance. In the city there was an old man named Mr. Chen. His wealth rivaled that of nobility. Now in his 60s he had fallen gravely ill, showing signs of being near the end of his life. His son sought out the Taoist and invited him to treat his ailing father. The Taoist had a yellow dog that he kept by his side at all times. This time he brought it along to the Chen residence. The Taoist prepared many special pills for Mr. Chen, although the household servants thought he was merely going through the motions. They did not say much and watched from the sidelines. Unexpectedly, after taking the pills, Mr. Chen gradually began to eat and drink a little, and his breathing became smoother, showing signs of recovery. Yet just when everything was getting better, in one of the Taoist's pill-making sessions, his furnace exploded, killing him in the process. Oh. The Taoist just died. The household servants came to clean up the Taoist's temporary quarters, lamenting the whims of fate. To their astonishment, they saw the Taoist's yellow dog, dressed in his clothes, walking out of the room. The dog was fanning itself with a tattered palm leaf fan and said, "I had planned to learn some mortal skills in the human world. Who would have thought that in this world great talent brings such peril?" With that, the dog snapped the fan and disappeared. Well, maintain a better furnace, I guess. Yeah, maintain your furnace better. Then it won't explode on you. The Old Monkey. Countless souls pursue the immortal quest, seeking the Tao, but truth is not addressed. The fairy itself will never be assured. Ask not when fruits will ripen. In the void they fade evermore. Some say he is Bodhisattva Guan Yin. Some say he is Patriarch Bodhi. Some say he is Sun Wukong himself. Others say he is just an unnamed old monkey in the mountains. With the same posture, he always starts with the same line. Sometimes the mountaintop is empty and silent. Sometimes the summit is bustling with monkey cries. Whenever a distant one sets out on their journey, he gifts them with a handmade willow staff. As he breaks off the willow branch to send them off, he feels a twinge of reluctance in his heart. The immortals of the celestial court say he is gambling. The Buddha on Mount Lingshan says that gambling inevitably leads to loss. He says he neither gambles nor loses. He is just waiting for the stories the destined ones will tell him upon their return. And he has never heard two identical stories. Who the hell is the old monkey? Maitreya. The board is earth. The pieces sky. Colors of yin and yang comply. In subtle moves revolutions blend. Laughing praise the game that will never end. Maitreya had been in the great pagoda for an unknown length of time. When the sacred divinity arrived, the mural was still unfinished. "I knew you would come," Maitreya said with a smile. The sacred divinity cupped his hands in salute. "Your wisdom is unparalleled, venerable one. You must have foreseen this day back on Mount Huaguo. Therefore I beseech you, please relieve me of my inner turmoil. Since your turmoil stemmed from Sun Wukong, he should be the one to answer them." "He is dead," the sacred divinity said, his voice faltering as if unwilling to utter the word. "I have already opened the path for you. No one will disturb you there. Take your time to ponder," Maitreya said, stepping aside. Instantly, wind and snow swirled in from the opposite wall, casting a chill throughout the pagoda. The sacred divinity stepped forward as instructed, stopping at the edge of the void. He turned back and said, By stepping into this painted Mount May today, the Celestial Court will not be able to find me, Venerable One. Would Mount Lingshan know of your deeds? Maitreya laughed. Have we met before? The Lingshan I know is much uglier than you. Hearing this, the sacred divinity said no more and strode into the wind and snow. Erlong, the sacred divinity. For that, we'll have to wait until I beat the shit out of this rhino. I can break its head. Got it back. Right in the face. Since this is the last entry, I'll do all 4. I'll do all 4.
你速速跟上。
I wonder if I can actually use Wukong stance here. Let's see. It's not like I got a second one of these. I always thought I'd get upgraded. Yeah, I do get the stance. Nice. Let's go fight that damn Lotus. Oh, not Lotus, Locust. I might not be able to make it in time for this guy, so yeah, I definitely won't. I thought I'd intercept it. Guess not. No. Let's see if we can craft anything. Like the armor of the Bull King. Bull King's bracers, Bull King's greaves, Bull King's iron horn. No, well, whatever. Guess you can't do it yet until you do something, I'm not sure. There he is. Hopefully I'll make it there in time before he jumps again. Yeah, I got more than enough stamina. In fact, it ain't even depleted. Is that right? Why wouldn't it deplete? I guess because I have the whole suit on. The whole fit. Give back my helmet, even though I'm wearing it. You're supposed to fight this deer first. heavy poison. Nice. Even though I don't have enough for poison. The stamina's not changing. God damn it. God dang it. God damn it. What a son of a bitch.
有你们猴子在，老猪次次都是空忙。贤侄，日后平步青云了，可别忘了携带携带叔叔，别学你那祖宗，好事不曾想过我，脏活累活全拿我顶缸。此处了账，再去别处看看。
Alright, time for the locust. Wait, it's not a locust. Praying mantis. If I'm flying through here, I might as well beat up this guy, right? Just stay right there. I get smacked. I'm not charging. Damn it. I wonder if I should use a pluck off menu and then I charge it up and then unleash on the enemy. Maybe I should, right? Rather than life-saving strand. Almost never use it. Oh, never mind. Oh, it's a bit behind. Are we in front? I'm not sure if I can actually keep up with this charge attack technique. Guys, respect my old faithful. I think it gives a shit. Oh no. He's just gonna digest it. It's gonna barf. They vomited blood up as well.
这心思又老小侄儿救命了。老猪吃素，想必里面也不甚阿杂。哎，你莫嫌，你莫嫌。好在你把这东西取回来，不算太亏。现在师兄的金甲都攒齐了，该去那水帘洞里坐坐嘞。你随我来。
Anyway, our last 3 entries. Erlong, the sacred divinity. In the skies high his talents shine, like plum blooms pure and bright. His form defies the winter's snow, a sacred being of light. With lofty heart he claims no kin to the emperor above. His noble spirit dims the stars, unlocking the great pagoda. These are just monkeys. None of them has anything worthwhile. A celestial soldier used his spear to flip over a corpse, complaining to his fellow. Before them lay the aftermath of the Battle of Mount Woggle. Jagged rocks, ancient trees charred by lightning, and bodies strewn across the landscape. The good stuff is all in the water curtain cave. You only get to clean up the battlefield, replied the fellow. True, we just do the dirty work finishing off those who aren't quite dead yet. With that, the celestial soldier thrust his spear into a corpse and pulled it out again. They methodically checked each body until they reached a large boulder. The celestial soldier knocked on the stone. Watching this, his fellow said, "It's just a rock. What do you expect to find out of it?" The celestial soldier replied, "Don't you know? This is Sun Wukong." The fellow looked puzzled. Nonsense. How could this be Sun Wukong? He died earlier with his 6 roots severed and given to the Yangwei kings, born from a stone. Now with the senses gone, he naturally turned back into stone after death. Bollocks, said his fellow. You don't believe it? The celestial soldier boasted. I was at the front of the formation and saw clearly. When they dismembered his body, even the sacred divinity took a piece. The fellow, curious, asked. I don't remember you being at the front. Is that true? Even the sacred divinity took a piece? I saw those Yaogwai kings from the lower realms today. I thought only Yaogwais would take things from other Yaogwais. It's not just any Yaogwai. It was once granted Buddhahood, corrected the celestial soldier. Why would the sacred divinity take that? Isn't it considered bad luck? Who knows? Sun Wukong was powerful. Maybe consuming it would be highly beneficial. They both laughed heartily. Hey, look at this, said the fellow, noticing something white inside the stone. They picked it up and found it was a branch of plum blossoms, as white as jade, as pure as snow, blooming fragrantly. The celestial soldier wondered, how could there be plum blossoms on Mount Huaguo? The fellow said, this looks somewhat like... Before he could finish, a spearhead pierced through his chest, emitting a golden light that even dispersed the soul within his armor. The celestial soldier looked over his fallen fellow soldier, shocked. Before he could react, the golden light flashed again. White clouds drifted past, leaving the mountain peak in tranquility once more. He murdered them. Nice. The great sage's broken shell. 3 yangs converge. Life springs forth anew. The celestial stone holds sun and moon's hue. From an egg a monkey's path is laid. A future arises with his form made. Within no form to recognize, without a shape before everyone's eyes. Talented ones emerge through ages. How few achieve the Tao among kings and sages. The table was a mess, and after 3 rounds of drinks, the two sitting across from each other were completely hammered. Bajie, my brother, I'm done being the victorious fighting Buddha. Whoever wants the darn title can have it, Wukong said, his face red and blood boiling. It was unclear whether he was truly drunk or just pretending. Bajie, straightforward as always, replied, Rather, enlightenment we've attained. Being free, we can drink to our heart's content. Shouldn't we be happy? Wukong sneered. Yes, attaining Buddhahood for the removal of my headband was indeed a good deal. Exactly. With the headband gone, you don't have to fear master chanting anymore. Doesn't call for 2 more toast? Bajie said, still trying to persuade Wukong to drink more, despite his own muddled state. Bajie, you enjoyed drinking, but if someone wanted to have you served as their side dish for drinking, would you still be this happy? He wants to eat me. My 9-toothed rake won't allow it, Bajie said, slamming the table. Well, that'll be much more difficult than you think, Wukong waved his hand dismissively, his face disdainful. If they wanted to eat you, there wouldn't even be bones left. They? Who are you talking about? Let me ask you, on our journey, how many Yaogwais did we encounter? And how many did we kill? Too many, lost count, remember? When you get bored or lazy, you'd send me to clear out those caves and lairs. Not counting the lesser ones, how many of the powerful ones did we kill? Don't remember. Probably killed them all? Setting aside the tree grass from the wood immortal hut and those 7 spiders, we killed less than half of the ones we fought. 7 spiders? Oh, I remember now. The other half we didn't kill. Do you know why? Why? Because we mustn't kill them. That was before. Now we're celestial beings ourselves. If it pleases us, we can go kill them now. Wukong sighed. Bajie, why don't we resign from our positions and retire? I'll go back to my mountain and you can return to your village. Bajie was stunned, not understanding why Wukong suddenly changed the topic. I'm not going back. If you want to leave, go ahead. Now I don't have to lift a finger and there's an endless supply of tributes and all kinds of delicacies. If I go back, I'll have to work the fields. Can't bear the toil. These tributes should go to those who need them more. If we eat them, those people will have less to eat. What happened to you? Weren't all our struggle just for this? Don't tell me you wish to go begging for alms with our master like before. Forget it. Let's drink. Bajie couldn't remember when Wukong left the table. Before he blacked out from drinking, the last thing he remembered his brother said was, Immortality? It's not for me. He's tired of living. Yuan Shoucheng. Alright, now we learn about this guy. He doesn't even have a poem. Half a life in vain, half a life in haste. One dawn of clarity, one dawn erased. Prophecies lag behind the schemes of man. No augury can stay an obsessed hand. Waves upon waves the world's perils lie. Dust upon dust, uncountable depths beneath the sky. Gatherings and partings, like morning dew. Grudges and loves, like lightning passing through. 1,000 years of rise and fall, nothing new. A century's success and failure, something true. Harvesting deeds by the destiny's decree. Fates rise and fall as sunsets flee. Harsh words spoken, ears they defy. Careless talk, hearts they pry. Crude strokes mar the eye's delight. Intent to sketch, moons for sight. Yaoguais and Buddhas, all in me. Fiends and gods alike we see. My tears flow like springs, don't ask why. Laughing to the sky, its follies cry. This is cryptic as shit. A bit too cryptic. I don't really understand. Anyway, I guess I should go and beat Wukong's ass. And then I'll end it. Or maybe. It's 3 hours, so I guess my time is actually up anyway. No time for beating up Wukong's ass. Oh, the old shell. So that's all the journals done? Yep. Law reading complete. Wukong finished. We'll see when we can... Actually, no. I'll still be playing Fury Unleashed. So... I don't think that'll last till next Friday, so I'll have to look for another game to play. Alright. It's been good. But yeah, the story in this is very cryptic. Hard to decipher, really. But yeah. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peach.